why are we out here today?
We're out here to celebrate the life of A.D. King, the other King, as some other people like to refer to. I'm happy to be here. Uncle A.D., as I called him, was a great man and deserves his day in the sun as well.
And what kind of things did he stand for and did he do? I mean, as we're out here.
Well, like my uncle and Mel, he stood for the liberation of people. He was very active in the movement as well. If you look at a lot of the pictures, people don't realize and they don't know his face. But my uncle A.D. was there at every campaign. The pictures bear that out. Just a lot of people, like I said, don't know his face, but the history is there.
And so what is today's walk specifically about, though, in terms of what message are we hoping to get out there and for the people who are participating?
Well, I think it's twofold. One, to remember and reflect on his life, and then also to continue his work, which was making this a better community, making our world a better and safer place.
Do you know what kind of turnout we're going to have?
I don't know. It's usually a pretty nice turnout, so I would assume this is the third year, I think, that we're doing this. And we generally have a good turnout, so I'm expecting a good one.
Tell me a little about, you guys just did the Health Expo as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little about that and, what took place there and what.
Unfortunately, I was traveling and I did not get a chance to be there personally, but I am aware of what happened. And essentially, what it was is, as you know, in underserved communities, access to health care and health knowledge is a very big issue. And this is what this was trying to address. Obviously, you can't cure all the ills in one session, but you certainly can bring the knowledge. You can bring knowledge of diseases and various health issues, but more importantly, you bring knowledge as to how you can access the system, and that's the most important thing.
Today, the message to the kids. Let's get back to that. I kind of skipped over that. The message to the youth today. It's about youth empowerment.
Yes.
What do we want? What message do we want to send the kids home with or here today?
Well, the message we want to send the youth is step up, get involved. I was just speaking to a group of kids yesterday, and I was reminding them, they were about 14, and I was reminding them of how this country got the Voting Rights Act. And it was kids. It was 14 years. Just go back and look at the film footage. The Birmingham campaign was primarily waged by young kids, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, because their parents were under the threat of losing their jobs. And so they couldn't participate in it. And so the message is, one, you have a part to play. You have a role to play. Those that came before you, you don't have to go through what they went through. You don't have to go through the fire hoses. You don't have to go to jail. You don't have to fight off dogs, because that was done for you. But you do owe something to them. You need to get involved. You need to become involved in the community. You need to make sure that when you're able to register, that you register to vote and that you vote. So youth empowerment is about, one, taking some responsibility for yourself, doing your part, and becoming a part of your community.
It's a good message.
It is a good message. It's a needed message, quite frankly, because they're the future, and it's also training them to become the leaders that they will eventually have to be. I mean, it's on them. Like we're carrying it now. I mean, they're coming behind us, and they've got to carry it on.
I can see why it's easy to think. I think it would be easy to think that all the work is done.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Unfortunately, that's the other thing about the youth empowerment is you're right. But unfortunately, in some instances, not only is there a feeling that the work is done, but there's no appreciation for the work that has been done. I mean, kids that are, African-American kids that are born now or have been born in the last 5 to 10 years have no idea and no appreciation from whence we've come. And so that's not criticizing them. I mean, how could they know? They weren't here. They didn't live it. But it's important. That's part of the empowerment process as well. Is helping them to understand how much progress we've made, how we made the progress, and why it was so important that we make the progress.
Very good.
I'm Isaac Newton Ferris Jr., and I enthusiastically watch Black on Purpose TV, and I suggest you do too.
Can you say and spell your name so that we can, and give us your title so that
Yes.
everybody gets it right?
Dr. Babs Onabanjo, which is B-A-B-S. Onabanjo is O-N-A-B-A-N-J-O.
And Dr. Bass, your title.
My title, the President and CEO of A.D. Kim Foundation.
Okay. What is the empowerment parade today all about? So,
Well, this is to showcase the talents, the skills, and to celebrate the excitement and the good work that the youth have done in the school throughout the year, because we do provide mentoring, counseling, and intervention programs to make sure that the kids stay in school and they graduate, because you can understand that in the state of Georgia, the statistics are falling, and it's an epidemic that over 60,000 young folk did not finish high school in 2002 alone. This is 3 times the national average. So we definitely want to bring to the awareness of the public and our legislators that something needs to be done. The strategy and the policies and the laws need to support our kids so that they can have a future for tomorrow.
is there a message to that's the message that you're wanting to send to the politicians and the public?
That is true.
What is the message for the kids themselves?
The kids themselves is that we are here to nurture them, to assist them in any way possible throughout the year. We provide mentoring during the year. We also come to their schools and help them out in various subjects. That's around the year. But the thing is to make sure that education is valuable, and they need to take it very seriously. And we provide assistance throughout the year if they need assistance. And at the end of the year like this, we celebrate their success, because we have some selected schools that we work throughout the year that gather together to celebrate that unique opportunity that they were able to benefit from our programs.
So is that some of the people that are participating in the parade today?
That is correct, yes.
And so these are people that have really achieved this year.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. How many different schools? Do you know how many different schools?
We have so many schools, but because of the weather, a lot of them cancel. But at least we have five schools here today.
And let's talk a little about the foundation as a whole.
Yes.
What is the A.D. King Foundation's mission?
Yeah, the foundation is to change the mindset that promotes violence and to replace with method of non-violent social change. When you change the mindset, you can change the total human being. We promote love, unity, and a good, effective mode of adjustment. So we do provide training again to make sure that we can change behavior, we can change mindset, and we can promote those positive values that help us build a beloved community.
Tell me about the Health Expo
The Health Expo is to provide access to those who do not have insurance, and they came and they were screened in various areas: cholesterol, blood pressure, all these ills, PSA, and those kind of things. And these are the things that would not have got normally. And most likely, when they visit the hospital, it's too late. So we are trying to encourage preventive care. And we ask those physicians and those in the health field to come and volunteer their time and help out.
What was participation like? Did you have a lot of people out there?
We do, and we're very grateful to those who help. We do have Grady participated, Atlanta Medical Center. We have the Fulton County Department of Health. We have the CDC. We have lots of organizations that came forward, and dental and screening and all kinds. They volunteer their time, and we're very appreciative.
What What about the community, though? Was there a lot of...
There were lots of community.
How many
because
people do you think you guys serve?
we serve close to about, I would say, a little bit over 500. Yes.
Very good. Is this something you guys do annually?
Yes, this is an annual event.
Yeah. And just overall, what else does the A.D. King Foundation have coming up, and what more are you guys doing that you might want to talk about?
Basically, we are a community-oriented organization, and we try to reach out to our constituents and make sure that we provide the needed service. Like we said, mentoring, coaching, intervention of any type. We are really working together with other organizations. We work with Atlanta Care, who provide mentoring and for high schools and elementary schools. We work with Morehouse College on Saturdays to provide coaching and teaching in different subjects. We also go to different schools to motivate the kids to make sure they stay in school and do well and succeed. So, and we've been very successful in that. And Mrs. King does that also on a regular basis. And as you know, Mrs. King is 81 plus, and she's still very active. And we're very, very appreciative of her involvement. She is the chairman of the board of directors.
Okay. What is there anything more that you'd like to add about whether it be about the day or?
Well, today is the day we are celebrating, and our goal is to empower kids to make sure that they have the skills required to become leaders of tomorrow and to become humanitarians, basically. So we encourage them to volunteer and be their brothers and sisters keepers. So today they gather together to celebrate their uniqueness and their talents and celebrate the culture of humanity, and also to go to the state to the legislators and request them to support their interests. So by making sure there are laws that are passed that will have direct impact on their lifestyles. For example, bullying, gun control, dropout rates. These are issues that are very germane to this youth, and they've expressed it very well, and they're going to do so today as well. When we get to the Capitol, we're going to meet with some senators and House of Rep, and they will present their case.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. Very glad to be in Parade with me and my friends right now. The NSC Marching Panther Band. We got my little friends back here, percussion. Look at them. But yeah, that's basically it. Glad to be here. Thanks for inviting us. That's it.
Well, don't leave the rest of the band out. Say something about the rest of the band.
We got some fly clarinets, Kyla. Fly clarinet right there. We got our trombone man, Murphy. And that other guy. We got our three drum majors.
Today we have with us
Pat Backus from Future Movement Radio.
Oh, tell us a little bit about Future Movement Radio.
Future Movement Radio is the only 24-hour Caribbean program in Georgia. And it's about information and more information. Our people are starved for good information. So we make sure our program is well rounded. We're being acknowledged from the White House right back to religion, schools, and everything and everyone in Atlanta, Georgia.
Where can we find the station?
Future Movement Radio is being aired on 1420 AM WATB, 1430 AM WGFS, futuremovementradio.net, and futuremovementradio.com.
Give that to me again. Look in the camera.
Okay, Future Movement Radio can be heard on 1420 AM WATB, 1430 AM WGFS, around the world on futuremovementradio.net and futuremovementradio.com. And again, I'm Pat Backus, host and producer of Future Movement Radio.
And I have
Sylvia McClure, Regents Bank.
where?
Regents Bank.
Regents Bank.
Yes,
Okay.
sponsor.
And
Lady Bose. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, vocal coach, event planner, so on and so forth. Everything in the arts.
okay. And so, you guys told me about why you're here today and like come together.
Yes, we are. Well, I'm here today actually to sing the national anthem and sing around Atlanta and do quite a bit of work. So that's pretty much it. I'm also here to enjoy the wonderful event. Excited about the parade. This is my first time attending, and I've worked alongside Dr. Alveda King, which is Mrs. Naomi King's daughter, for many years, as well as Dr. Babs. So we've done some great work together and hope to continue it. Looking forward to seeing what this parade is all about.
Okay. And what do you hope to take back or give to the youth from this parade? What do you hope they'll get out of this today?
We want to keep the work alive. We want everyone to realize that even over the years, the values are still there, and it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. It is important to understand that the fight is still worth fighting. So that's what we're here to celebrate. That's why we're here to celebrate today, and to make sure everyone around the world know it's the same fight no matter where you're from, and we have to keep that candle burning.
You're watching Black on Purpose Television.
Thank you.
Ruth, R-U-T-H, Barber King.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about the parade.
We are excited about this parade. This is our fourth annual parade, and we are excited about it because we hope to make people knowledgeable and aware, and hope that they will participate in the celebration of the wonderful, my beloved husband, Reverend A.D. Williams King, who was the brother to Martin Luther King Jr., and who was all about the love of children and for their support and for their help. And we hope that we can bring this out today.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fire on the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of their because of the cold weather, so we really appreciate your time. At this point, I'm going to call upon Mrs. King to come forward and bring us greetings.
To Dr. Bams, Onabanjo, to Dr. Joe Beasley, to Regents Bank, to Representative Roberta Abdul Salam, to Miss Alethea Boone, to my family, to all the youth that are present today in the spirit of Reverend A.D. Williams King. We love you and we thank God for you. Good afternoon, everyone who's present, if I didn't call your name.
Good afternoon.
I bring you greetings on behalf of A.D. King Foundation. I am Mrs. Naomi Ruth Barbara King, Chair Emeritus, A.D. King Foundation, and sister-in-law to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I am 81 plus years old. To God be the glory, the praise, and the honor. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 4th King Youth Empowerment Parade. And I hope that you will truly feel the spirit of building a beloved community of love, hope, and humanity. Let us be unified in love, because among all virtues, the greatest is love, and God indeed is love. I am delighted to welcome you today with a new hope of reconciliation and unity of love. Let us be unified in love until America will no longer nurture hate, hopelessness, poverty, war, and despair, but embrace love and reconciliation. Let us be unified in love until men and women, all God's children, are judged by the content of their character and not on the basis of the color of their skin, but unified in love. Let us be unified in love until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. Let us be unified in love until we the people will recognize that we are one blood and one people in God's kingdom. Let us realize that we are brothers and sisters keeper, and let us realize that the future of our children lies in sound education. The guarantee of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are only for those who are prepared. Therefore, education remains the key to the future. The rate of dropout in the state of Georgia is an epidemic. Is that over 60,000 young people did not complete high school and 20,000, 12 alone. We can do better, God's people. Let us think seriously about issues such as, withdrawing funds from school that fails to comply with bullying laws or any laws is counterproductive and effective. The administrator should be fired, not punish the children who will receive inadequate educate due to lack of funding. Mandatory background check in Georgia for gun buyers and strong penalties for violation. Dropout rate in Georgia, over 60,000 young people who did not graduate in 2012, 3 times the national average. What are our legislators doing to rectify this epidemic rate of dropout? Let us realize that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice and love. Let us always remember that love will conquer evil all of the time.
The founding fathers of this movement, and as a result, we're honoring the family. And all of my colleagues at the state of Georgia, we welcome you to the state capitol. And we appreciate, on behalf of the state of our family, which is over here on my right-hand side, we appreciate this opportunity with the A.D. King Foundation to recognize my cousin, Reginald Dwayne Stovall. He's was a very active person with the foundation and ensuring that everyone participated. And I also want to give a few minutes for his sister to be able to say something as well.
Good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to give honor to my higher power, who's the head of my life. I also would really like to appreciate and thank you for honoring my brother with this award today. He was an excellent father, excellent husband, excellent friend, and we and the family and friends greatly, truly appreciate the award. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Reggie! Thank you very much. One of our partners in this struggle is Mr. Joe Bisley. We have Joe Bisley Foundation in partnership with A.D. King Foundation, so I'm going to call on Mr. Bisley to bring on greetings.
I salute Ms. Naomi King, a real champion in the movement that has changed the world. And Dr. Martin Luther King and his brother A.D. King, who did so much to change this nation, would be, I think, rightfully proud that now we have sitting in the White House an African American. So, young people, we still have a lot of work to do, but in the spirit of Ms. Naomi King, A.D. King, his daughter is here, and Dr. Babs, who's done so much, is from Nigeria. And I think what we have to do now, Latron Price, who worked with the Beasley Foundation, is kind of globalize the work of A.D. King and to make up not only a beloved community in the United States, but a beloved community all over the world. Thank you very much.
Amen. For the last several months on Global Peace called Let There Be Peace. We're going to need this space. If we can get you to kind of pull it back just a little bit, because we all need this space. It's a dance number as well as singing and another piece. So if you can give us as much of this space as possible.
to you that it is an honor to be here yet again another year. I want to thank you, Dr. Babs Onabanjo, Mother Naomi Ruth Father King. I want to thank to all of the board members and the organizers. And I want to say that for one thing that Brother Joe Beasley has taught us, keep your eyes on the prize. Amen. And that hard on the instrument. And dance so well down these cold streets to lift our spirits. The struggle still continues.